underway at Ewood Park. And an early hail for Phil Neville down to Scholes. Solskjaer and Cole and Cantona, a three-pronged Manchester United offensive unit. But Cole, Cantona's got some space here to move into from Solskjaer's header. It's the first chance for Manchester United. And Cantona, who had a good opening in Germany on Wednesday and couldn't take that chance, doesn't take this one either. But very good movement and understanding between three attacking players here. Cole, Solskjaer, but Cantona's shot not really worthy of the move. Flitcroft, well won by Ronnie Johnson. Great movement to the left-hand side for United by Cole. Solskjaer sprinting into the centre. Hendry's almost wrestled into the ground and Cole goes off. And then Hendry is up. And now Hendry's grasping hold of Cantona, and there's mayhem at the moment that the referee's got to deal with. As Cole progressed with the ball, it was all going on off the ball in the centre between Hendry and Solskjaer. Cantona obviously spotted that, and with his usual sense of recognising a grievance, wasn't prepared to keep quiet about it. But here comes the corner off the bar from Pallister. It was drilled back by Keane, and Blackburn very fortunate all round to survive that. They could have been penalised for the loss of composure from Hendry in the first place. And the glancing header and the follow-up shot not quite puncturing Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn have gradually gathered some momentum through the season, and it did look rather sinister for them in the opening months, so much chopping and changing. Tony Parks rallied the players in adversity. Cole from Cantona's flick. Andy Cole got the ball past Flowers, but it kept on rising. Well, with this formation, the central route is an obvious one if they can come up with it. So looking to get it forward long, but if Blackburn are looking to thrive on Warhurst's pace, Manchester United have got a good answer in the sprinting capacity of Ronnie Johnson. Pallister. Solskjaer. Cole is there, all eagerness, and Nicky Butt can take it on here. And Martin Bodnam has given the penalty against Jeff Kenner, and Blackburn are furious about it. In the 22nd minute. Butt coming onto the ball, and the contact from Kenner was deemed to be sufficiently cynical. And Eric Cantona is about to place the ball on the penalty spot. Well, he's certainly taken on Tim Flowers before and got the better of him as the Manchester United captain. So here goes Cantona, and Flowers has saved it, but Cantona might get there. Kenner got there. But for a long time, Cantona has looked the perfect penalty taker. He did miss one right at the start of the season at Leeds, and he's shot so weakly here, and clearly the Blackburn fans feel that justice has been done. It was a far from top-class penalty, and it almost took Flowers by surprise. He really should have saved it, straight away. But there was help on hand. And what will all this mean come the final day of reckoning? Side-footed, softly. And look at Jeff Kenner, who'd been penalised. Well, he was lucky in the end. That could have flown off back into the net. So Tony Parks will have his own views on whether the penalty should have been awarded, but the fact is that it was. And Cantona, for the moment at least, has let Blackburn Rovers off the hook. Alistair just prodding it forward to Scholes. Keane moving to the left, Kenner able to intervene. Keane was annoyed about the pass, but having complained about it, he got on with his job to good effect. Conspicuous lack of width, Cantona coming to give a bit of depth into a supporting role in midfield. Now they've got Gary Neville forward on the right, but Cantona trying to steer it through the centre. He's done that for Andy Cole, who's got it beyond Flowers. And although Blackburn had players around the ball, they hang their heads because Andy Cole was just too quick for them. And Cantona feels happier now. Manchester United lead in the 32nd minute. And Cantona's pass, full of perception, helped by the willing running of Cole and the power and also the thought into his movement. But Blackburn thought that they might have had enough there to deal with the danger. They didn't. And it's Blackburn 0, Manchester United 1. Scholes' header was effective. It flew straight to Butt. There was a slip, though, uncharacteristic of Keane. And excellent contact with the ball by Gary Neville, who had to just wait for it to help it on its way, as he did, for a throw rather than for a corner. And so, impeded by Scholes. Well, they haven't created too much from free play, Blackburn, but Wilcox with the free kick. Gallagher trying to get there. Van der Howe did. Comes out to McKinley, through the crowd, into the net. Billy McKinley. It's taken them 3 minutes to get level. Goalkeeper decided to fist it out, and McKinley opting to drive it back, and he did it splendidly. Billy McKinley's first goal of the season. And Manchester United had the lead for just 3 minutes. Reminiscent of a goal that Warhurst got here past Schmeichel a couple of years ago from that sort of range. And look at the response from Butt. He's being tugged, he's being called now as Cole handled it. The game goes on, Solskjaer is in, Hendry gets it out, and well, the referee had 1 or 2 opportunities then to award in Manchester United's favour, but he chose to let them keep going, and they almost showed the value of that wisdom. They've got a corner, and it's bent out before it's come back into play, but no one's getting shortchanged here. It's a titanic tussle, and Blackburn, who were wondering whether their joy was about to be wiped out straight away, and McKinley was doing the tugging there, the scorer of the equaliser. But play on was the message from Martin Bodnam, and Hendry, with an air of a desperate man, scraped it away for the corner. United didn't take advantage of that. Keane. Solskjaer. The movement of the 3 up front is splendid for Manchester United. That was almost spilling the shot. It needs to be very good. It's not an easy way to play with 3 out-and-out attackers. It's something that Alex Ferguson has very rarely fielded for all sorts of reasons. These 3 together, Solskjaer, Cantona and Cole, but they're making it very, very hard for defenders of real calibre like Hendry and Berg. Cole. Solskjaer. Kenner having 2 or 3 goes at it before coming out on top. Flickcroft. Gallagher has got Flickcroft on the right. Uses him as the decoy to start with. And gets the cross in, where, for once, Manchester United have failed to keep tabs on Paul Warhurst. Had to concentrate first and foremost in getting the effort on target. He managed to do that, but it was straight at Van der Haar. One level to the other. But Neville and Keane working it between them. Now Cole can take over. Scholes! He's such a natural talent in front of goal. The lead is restored with 3 minutes to go to half-time. And Manchester United, as they've spelt out, have to show the depth in their squad. And they've done it here, as Paul Scholes drills it into the bottom corner, giving Flowers absolutely no chance. Solskjaer. Oh, that was a bit wild from Kevin Gallagher. Cole not drawn into the conflict. Martin Bodnam with just a cautionary word, if that. And he certainly had a word with Cole to say, leave it to me. I saw what was going on. Cantona. This is Gary Neville taking on his usual England full-back partner, Graham Lasso. But what a first half at Ewood Park. Ending with Manchester United on the attack. That's an appropriate way for it to end, because they've attacked with great perception. Cole gave them the lead after Cantona's penalty had been saved. Billy McKinley equalising from long range, but then Paul Scholes drilling Manchester United back into the lead. And whatever their problems, and they're being very publicly aired at the moment, they've played like potential champions in the first 45 minutes here at half-time at Ewood Park. It's Blackburn Rovers 1, Manchester United 2. Manchester United, who play at Liverpool next Saturday. Leading Blackburn Rovers here at Ewood Park by 2-1 at the start of the second half. Here's Gallagher for Blackburn. Kenner. Well, the flag was up, and Manchester United may be relieved that it was. Challenging with Flickcroft, they'd left a man over at the back, Jason Wilcox. And again, Cole prepared to work the wide positions, but Henry was just ahead of him to shrug him off. Lasso. Sherwood wants it. Not quickly enough for him. Enable Pallister to eat up the ground to make the challenge. But Solskjaer. That's a good try from him. Again, the threat comes from Manchester United. And no thought of teeing up anybody else here. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This is Butt deciding what the best alternative here, and he uses Solskjaer. That's a corner. Manchester United without 4 regulars, plus David Beckham, who's been relegated to the bench. Philip Neville. It's 2-1 against Blackburn at the moment as they push on. Flitcroft. Oh, Sherwood suddenly found some space there and really didn't maximise it. And United annoyed with themselves for not getting the ball away properly. Flitcroft. Sherwood going in. And Howe fumbled the shot. 2 Blackburn players, in fact, attracting to the same ball, and both need some help from the physio Steve Foster, Warhurst and Sherwood. But this was better build-up. Flitcroft played a prominent part in it, holding off Johnson. And both players arriving at the same time, Warhurst and Sherwood. Scholes. Harry Neville skipping through. We're into the last 10 minutes now. Cole. And Andy Cole, slippery as an eel. Eric Cantona. That should wrap it up for Manchester United. And they're not thinking about the penalty failure now. They're thinking about 3 points, really confirmed by the captain. And Cole, the creator again. A lot to do here, but he backed himself to get to the byline, and then he looked up and put it on a plate for Cantona. For an all-round performance, this has got to be one of Cole's best in a Manchester United shirt. Wilcox. Pedersen. Sherwood. Donis. And Berg seeing the slot to run into on the right. McKinley, Manchester United just happy to regroup and say, we've got the 2-goal cushion, you try and break us down. Sherwood. Pedersen. That's Warhurst. Oh, Blackburn haven't given it up. Paul Warhurst, whose last goal came against Manchester United at the start of the season, scores here in the 88th minute.
His second goal against United season, Warhurst.
Well, Pedersen did well to get the ball across, and it was a formality for Warhurst. Philip Neville plays it back. Van der Howe slipped as he started to come out. Here's Ian Pearce. Kenner. Warhurst. Sherwood is there. Pedersen is there. But he couldn't find any power in his header. And Raymond van der Howe was delighted about that. But Manchester United, for once, looking unsettled. So too does Alec Ferguson, who is renowned in the refereeing fraternity for keeping an alternative watch on proceedings. Beckham's cross, Cole! Well, that could have crowned it all. But the miss shouldn't matter. A difficult week for Manchester United has had a happy ending at Ewood Park. In truth, the scoreline closer than perhaps the match has been. But Andy Cole led the United charge today, scoring 1 and making 2. Setting up Scholes and then Cantona, who in the earlier exchanges had that soft penalty saved. Blackburn did manage to score twice through Billy McKinlay from long range and Paul Warhurst right at the end from very close quarters. But a very welcome win for United that keeps them clear at the top of the table, keeps Blackburn still in the relegation mix, and it will help restore Manchester United morale after the Derby and Dortmund defeats. A final score, Blackburn Rovers 2, Manchester United 3.